Video, I will be sharing a theory/analysis I had about how I think Warrior Cats will end. And a quick disclaimer, this theory or analysis is supported by Dawn of the Clans, which I have not read, so any information I say may not be valid, and if I get anything wrong, go ahead and tell me in the comments. But let's begin. Now, Warrior Cats was first created in January 2003, and since then, there is 42 books in the main series, I think, as well as super editions, novellas, and field guides. But this is going over the main series. Now, in order to understand my theory, we are going to have to go back to Dawn of the Clans. And if I'm correct, in Dawn of the Clans, all the cats live together, kind of similar to how the Tribe of Rushing Waters lived. And I'm pretty sure that they soon started to grow apart because of differences and certain cats wanting to control other cats. Of course, I could be wrong, I have not read it yet. But anyway, they ended up splitting into the different clans we know today. Shadow Clan, Sky Clan, River Clan, Wind Clan, Thunder Clan, and Star Clan. And in the prophecies begin when Firestar joins Thunder Clan, the clans still don't get along with each other. But as the story progresses, and in each arc, they slowly but surely start to warm up to each other. And in a way, it's all thanks to Firestar. Now, this is a little bonus and does not really have anything to do with my theory, but I think it's a pretty cool fact. In almost every single arc, the main character is always related to Firestar in some way. But anyway, like I was saying, every single arc, they slowly start to become more friendly with each other. They start listening to each other's ideas, they are not as hostile to each other. Now, of course, there are still some problems, but you can see the progression of the clans. And if you take a moment and you really pay close attention to the arcs, you can see how the clans slowly start to get along. Let's take Shadow Clan for an example. In the first book, they were always kind of a jerk, even though Broken Star and Tiger Star was the leader of them, and they were both terrible leaders. But Shadow Clan overall were not really open, and they only really cared about themselves. And then compare that to the most recent book in Changing Skies, and Shadow Clan is actually worried and is concerned about the other clan's well-being. Now, some could argue it's because Tiger Star 2 or Tiger Star 2.0 was the leader, but it's obvious how they changed. And it's not just Shadow Clan, it's all the clans for that matter. And I think Aaron Hunter did this on purpose, because I think that in the very end of the book, for a grand finale, they're going to get some big problem that all the clans will have to face together. And a cool big finale would probably be something like a group of rogues versus all the clans, similar to how they did with Blood Clan in the first arc. Or maybe do something similar to the new prophecy, where when the Two Legs pushed them out of their territory. And this theory is something I personally really believe in, because in a way it's like Dawn of the Clans were one big group. They split up because of their differences, and over time they slowly started to build up that relationship back to where they were when they first started. And it would be a pretty cool way to end the series if they ended up back where they started. And anyway, that's about it for this theory, and once again, the third time, I have not read Dawn of the Clans, so none of my information is valid, so I may have gotten something wrong. See you next time.